Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ask an Archivist. My name is Olivia Herschel and I am the Archivist here at the Diocese of Austin. Today we are asking, who was Bishop Louis Reicher? So we know that he was the first bishop of the Diocese of Austin, but who was he before he was bishop? Who was he after he was bishop? Well, by looking at the records in the archive as well as photographs and film, we are able to answer these questions. So, Bishop Reicher was born in Ohio to parents of German descent. They lived in a log cabin, and his father worked in a steel factory. He was a practicing priest in the Galveston Diocese, and he was later called to become the first bishop of the Diocese of Austin. Here we have a proclamation from the mayor of Austin. He actually declared that December 6th, 1968 was Bishop Louis Reicher Day. On November 7th, 1971, by Mayor Roy Butler, another day devoted to him. He was a very well-respected man within the city, but he was also respected nationally as well. On April 28th, 1948, so it was the first year of the establishment of the Diocese of Austin, Harry Truman, the sitting president at the time, wished Bishop Reicher well in his new position as Bishop of Austin. In it, he says, "In times such as these, our country and the whole world are desperately in need of spiritual leadership. It is heartening to know that strong men are being called to that leadership in our country." It's giving context to what's happening at the time. The country is living in the shadow of World War II, and they are in the midst of the Cold War. So we can kind of see that through this letter that's signed by a sitting president. In 1968, we have another letter from the White House signed by Lyndon B. Johnson. This letter is congratulating Bishop Reicher on his Golden Jubilee. So we have two different mayors of Austin, two different sitting presidents of the United States giving their personal congratulatory messages to the Bishop of Austin. That's huge. That is something you don't see today. We also have the military awarding Bishop Reicher with this certificate, which is from the Office of Civil Defense, and it says, "For outstanding community leadership and cooperation in national civil defense by providing fallout shelter facilities for the public, thereby increasing the capacity of our country to survive and recover in the event of attack." So again, we can pull a lot of context and history just from this one document. Here, I also love finding just little pieces of ephemera and artifacts. This is Bishop Reicher's bag tag from when he sailed to the meetings in Rome for the Second Vatican Council. So here we can see that he sailed from New York to Vatican City on August 26, 1965. Aside from referring to documents and photographs, we can also look at textiles. So here we have garments that Bishop Louis Reicher actually wore during his tenure. We have his alb, his dalmatic, and his chasuble. We also have his mitre that he wore. These are all pre-Vatican II style, so today you would not see your local priest or bishop wearing anything like this. After his tenure as the first bishop of the Diocese of Austin, Louis Reicher kind of went back to his roots and became a craftsman again. And what I mean by this is he had a workshop on his ranch, which was located in the hill country of Austin, and he built things such as tables and hat racks and even croziers that he gifted to other bishops around the country. Here we have a cross that he built, and he later gifted this to a future bishop of the Diocese of Austin, Bishop John McCarthy. We have these two photographs right here, which I find fascinating. Both of these photographs picture him in khaki coveralls with dirt all over him working in his workshop, which is very different than what we see behind me of what he would usually wear as bishop of the Diocese of Austin. Again, by referring to the archive, we are able to find this news article, which is located in a scrapbook today, which I want to read for you guys, and it states, Of the priests who visited Bishop Reicher after his resignation and prior to his illness, one tells the story of visiting His Excellency at the ranch and finding the bishop dressed in khakis in his workshop. On greeting the bishop, the priest bent to kiss the episcopal ring, but the bishop pulled his hand away with the remark, "If you want to kiss my ring, it's on the dresser in my bedroom. You'll have to go up there." One of Bishop Reicher's greatest gifts is his ability to make the ordinary person feel at ease in his presence. He continually reminds you that he is just a little old farm boy from Ohio.